don't take a nap, don't take an early vacation, because I'm here to tell you the real estate agents who treat this time of the year between Thanksgiving and New Year's like some extended holiday, I'm coming for your listings. Look, it's a slower time of the year, but it offers a huge, rich opportunity to grow your business for the months ahead. This makes Thanksgiving real estate a match for the perfect turkey and stuffing, the Christmas season, the New Year's holiday. I'm here to talk about the best real estate marketing ideas that you can put in front of yourself to make sure you get your pipeline filled and ready to go for what's coming up for the 2025 boom. There are a lot of benefits to holiday marketing. Before delving into strategies, I want to make sure that you're considering some of the benefits of doubling down on your Thanksgiving and your Christmas real estate marketing. Number one, there's a whole lot less competition this time of the year. Those agents that scale back their marketing during the holiday season leave a huge gap that you need to be ready to fill. If you maintain your presence, if you stand out in a less crowded market, you're going to be the one remembered when we come out on the other side. Number two, referrals and repeat business. Holiday gatherings and opportunities to meet people out while they're shopping for those holiday fairs and for those big holiday dinners sparks conversations about life changing, including moving plans, events that are coming up. Encourage referrals, send holiday themed marketing materials, or even gifts for those that did really well for you this year. Make sure that it's easy for clients to pass along your contact information. I hate QR codes. I think they're ugly, divisive little icons that get stuck on everything. But I have to tell you, if you want to track and you want to pass along your information quickly, there's no better way to do it. By the way, if you want mine, there it is. Feel free to scan this right now. It will give you, no matter what phone, no matter what platform you're using, all of my personal information for you to be able to reach me, my real estate business, and the brokerage. Feel free to reach out and send me a holiday message. Let's see how many of you are watching and how many extra Thanksgiving and holiday wishes that I get this year from you guys. Number three, end of the year home buyers. Look, home buyers know that it's slower this time of the year too, and they're smart enough to take advantage of it. Why? Because their realtors and their lenders are busy pushing for doing that exact thing. Some buyers are motivated to purchase a home before the end of the year. They take advantage of tax benefits. They get to meet financial goals. Thanksgiving and Christmas marketing is going to capture that attention, and it's going to make absolutely sure your clients can jump quickly and work with you in their earnest and eagerness to get things closed up. Lenders are slower too. They will be more available to get paperwork processed quickly, to get things checked out faster, to get loans closed before they close out their holiday year. So before the gravy gets cold, I want to talk about probably a 10 to a dozen great marketing ideas to get you to kick off that holiday season and walk through things. Number one, participate in a holiday event. Who doesn't enjoy a good campfire or a beach bonfire? If you can host it, great, but at minimum, make sure you show up to these things that are happening in your community, especially if it's happening in the community you live in or in that golden neighborhood we've been teaching you to work all year this year. It's a really good way to get people together. They're in a comfortable, fun setting. They get to discuss their fears about home buying and selling questions, and you get to be there to answer it as the resident expert. Consider participating in separate events for the home buyers and the sellers. Facilitate one if you get the opportunity so you can get a deeper conversation with these folks. Make sure they understand that you're here for them, and it's a good time to even do a new home buyer strategy meeting and give them some hot cocoa and some cool holiday cookies while you're at it. If you can bring some takeaway materials too for your guests, it'll just reinforce your messaging at the event, and it'll make sure that that leave behind goes home with them, and they'll think about you whenever they want to have a better conversation if they're uncomfortable talking in that crowd. Next thing is the door hanger. I'm not asking you, so before you blow me up live, I'm not asking you to go holiday door knock. I mean, I love it. I think it's a great time to meet people. No better opportunity to go and meet new neighbors and make sure the new neighbors that have moved into your community, especially that golden neighborhood, know who you are, especially during the holiday season. They're going to have questions. They're new to the area. They're going to want to know, where can I go and have a cool holiday drink, or meet up with some holiday fun, or see some of the festive celebrations that happen nearby my community. Who better than the local real estate agent to give them all of that? What I am asking you to do is get a festive door hanger together. It doesn't have to be Thanksgiving. It doesn't have to be Christmas. It doesn't have to be Kwanzaa. It doesn't have to be any particular holiday. But know who you are. Make it seasonal. Hey, falling into real estate conversations and need an expert on the phone? Reach out to me. That one's free, by the way. The others I'm not giving to you. But it gives you an idea of how easy it is this time of the year to make sure your face and your information is in front of all of these people. This isn't just the most expensive investment that these people typically ever make, but it's also your career, and it doesn't end 3 months at the end of the year here. If you want to boost visibility of your own farm, there's no better way to use those connections, and you get a hold of a ton of people in a very short amount of time simply by walking the community and everybody getting the same door hanger. Feature your business card and your contact information. Easy stickums that they can just pull that off. Keep the card if they want to throw the door hanger away. You can use lots of fall themed ones that are out there, lots of sports integrated ones. If the people want to follow a certain calendar or a favorite sports team, especially those Friday night lights games at the local high school, it's a great place for people to be able to understand what you're all about and what kind of different participating events that you care about as a realtor. So go ahead and use that marketing to put up something out there that you think is cool and just want to talk to your local patrons about. Postcards are great. If you're lucky enough to be one of my clients, the holiday postcards are out, and you will definitely be getting one in the mail this year. They're even customized on the back, so we even remember where to put the stamp. Kind of cool, right? But we're excited to be able to thank all of our clients this year and make absolutely sure that they know that we truly love and appreciate them, and we couldn't be here without them. So it's important to be able to get that kind of messaging out, not just a thank you to your old customers because those are your referral base, but a cool opportunity for them to pass the card on to a neighbor and say, hey, by the way, I was telling you about my real estate agent. Here's their Christmas card to us. Make sure you reach out to them so you can get one of these next year. If you're going to send out a blind postcard to people that you don't know, maybe try a holiday recipe. Yes, I know. I got a lot of criticism, but also a lot of compliments for my holiday card last year, which had many of my favorite drink recipes. For those of you that can use a little bit of inspiration like that, maybe try some of the favorite Thanksgiving holiday meals. Or if you simply want to shake it up a bit, just do a mailing postcard that features a festive Christmas recipe. Choose one that reflects your personality, something you really like, something that you'll enjoy the taste of. Send it to your sphere, your family, both. You might even send one every 2 weeks. And yes, make a digital edition of it so that you can send it a couple of times during the season to your social media. Everybody likes a postcard. Send it to them digitally as well. It could be fun. Help them plan an entire dinner. Who knows? Every real estate marketing company offers something. If you can't come up with some easy ideas yourself, make sure to look out at Postcard Mania or Reminder Media or Prospects Plus. Any of those folks go out of their way to give you all kinds of ideas. You don't have to buy it necessarily from them if you don't have the budget, but at least it'll be some good idea giving so that you can come up with some good, credible marketing for yourself. If you're a baker, I'm going to give you this next freebie. Actually know several agents that do this. I am not the kind of person that you want to receive baked goods from unless it's cookies. I can make a cookie like there's no other. But when it comes to pies, cakes, and things like that, I have friends in the biz that do that with me. But don't be afraid to offer a free Thanksgiving or a Christmas pie, or if you're that fruitcake kind of person, go ahead and bake them up and hand them out to some people that you think might be prospects for the future. You partnering up with a local bakery, perhaps, organizing a pie giveaway, or set up a coffee station. Encourage people to stay for a moment at one of your local bakeries and have a nice quick chat. Thank them and wish them happy holidays. If you get a chance to keep your laptop booted up, you can tell them where they can easily leave reviews or give you some advisement or hit you digitally with some Q&A. Again, if you're running your business card as a digital QR code, this is a perfect opportunity to give your information out and make sure that everybody has the contacts needed to get in touch with you. Simple gestures like this, it just taps into people's sense of reciprocity. It makes it easy for them to show you appreciation back. Passing you a holiday message is as simple as sharing their information so that you can put them on your CRM drip campaign. There are some cool Thanksgiving contests at your local grocery stores, and the grocery stores need sponsorships. So if you get a chance to design a grocery drop off box, wrap it up in some cool holiday flair with your logo, don't forget to mention your brokerage on your holiday box for giving. You can pick up that box or empty that box every single day and bring it to one of your local food banks. Believe me, they will be so appreciative to be able to get the influx of fresh, quality grocery goods. Nobody will be able to say no, including the grocer that you're bringing the ideas to. And it's an opportunity to get you some free advertising as well. And I know nobody wants to hear it, but it might actually make you feel good for doing something for others. If you're a contest mode kind of person, you can do a guess the amount contest at one of the holiday vendor events. Put it up in front of your community or put it up on your local Golden Neighborhoods community board. Everybody loves a good guessing game, and maybe they walk away with $100 gift card to help fund that holiday dinner. So how you do it is pretty simple. Those same grocers or the same local businesses that you've been working with throughout the year, you get you a large jar, you fill it up with any kind of item to fit into that quantity. Candy corns, miniature chocolate turkeys could be fun. Holiday ornaments could be cool. Fill up the jar and seal it real good. Tape it up so nobody can open it or cheat. Step 2, encourage people to walk by somewhere with a label or something that tells them fill out a form with all your contact information along with your guess of how many items you think are in the jar. Number 3, then you don't miss that opportunity to put on that sign asking contestants about their neighborhood and see if you can help them with anything that they need to know about the market. Open houses. How on earth can we take advantage of open houses and do more with it? How about a gobble up open house or a Thanksgiving open house? I don't mean go out on Thanksgiving Day. I don't mean go out there during Thanksgiving week, even. But if you've got open houses or if you can volunteer yourself for another realtor that you trust to host an open house for them, you get a chance to really get creative here. Do your open houses with a Happy Thanksgiving real estate style or Merry Christmas real estate style or any other holiday activity that you want to promote. You can use it to bring some cool little bite or some cool little recipe that you brought back from your great grandmother or something like that that's been passed on from generation to generation. Advertise it. Grandma's favorite cupcakes will be on display at my open house. The MLSs need as much advertising help as they can get these days with everything going on the market. So don't be afraid to utilize it to your advantage. And of course, don't forget to utilize your social media, especially in your golden neighborhoods, to make sure they come and see what kind of activities you're willing to do to promote houses for sale. Seasonal hors d'oeuvres or seasonal drinks are also great. Be very careful, obviously, of what you're serving. There are an insane amount of allergies and things out there. So make sure whatever you're serving, you put the ingredients list so that people understand what they need to be wary of in case they are monitoring a food allergy of their own. But if you want to go all out, do the whole get together. Get several agents together and utilize one of these for a multi course meal and spread it out over several homes. So you start with your appetizer over there. You start with your main meal over there. You start with desserts over there. You have the coffee and the afters over there. But every opportunity should be for you to work well with others and make sure that you can communicate your quality to the business. You want to make sure that people know who you are, what you're doing, and what's the benefit of them knowing who you are. If you need another example, you can serve that salad at the first house of the tour, entree at the second one, dessert at the third. Do a door prize at each one. Give them that holiday postcard with the ingredients of which meal you sponsored. So if they want to take that on their own, they can do it too. Get people excited. This is a perfect opportunity for people to spread the nicety that is being a human on this planet. Don't be afraid to do a little much. Don't be afraid to go a little overboard and make sure that you can take care of the people that care enough to walk through the door. You don't have to wow them, but please give them a little bit of seasonal excitement and thank them for coming in and seeing you. One of the fun events that we have here in our local community and at my local business club here in downtown Tampa is a coordinated cooking demonstration. There are an insane amount of top chef level people in town that work everything from the Italian circuit to Chinatown, and they love to cook. There are lots of demos that you get a chance to go to, but when you're at these demos and participating for yourself, make sure that you're wearing your name tag and a simple opportunity for you to introduce yourself to everybody on board. I am not the cook in my family. Hard boiled eggs can occasionally be a challenge, but if you put it on the grill, I can usually fend for myself, which is why I love the idea of partnering with somebody else so that you can do a classic Thanksgiving dish and learn something really cool to bring on. Not to mention, fun stories for years to come if you are really a horrible mess in the kitchen. You don't have to go crazy. Pick one dish, pick a dessert, pick something easy like an appetizer, and then go from there. Classic pecan or pumpkin pie is an easy choice, by the way, but make sure you're going with some type of must-have dish. It's all about the sides. Baked macaroni and cheese, candied yams, green bean casserole, cornbread stuffing. If you're from one of my favorite towns in Louisiana, they do an oyster dressing down there that, ooh yeah, you are not going to miss it, no. Great opportunity for you to be able to create some cool conversations about real estate while working together and achieve a few cooking ideals too, right? Again, if you're going to host a favorite recipe and you're going to do all the trouble and go to the time of hosting that event yourself, make sure you just got some great leave behinds and some advertising on the table, thanking people for participating. Another thing that we do in my community that I want to pass on to others is make sure that you create an opportunity for you to do the best things for people outside of just you and your sphere. Working at a food drive or putting one together to gather donations from your community, there is nothing that is going to make you feel better. Um, I have lots of people that I have worked with over the years and big corporations that I have been had the privilege of working for and doing work for. Promoting food drives or even you promoting one of the local food banks for drop-offs, using your postcards, using your social medias, losing local church bulletins, for example, every single year, the response you will get will just make you feel incredible. The amount of support that you will drive to those local communities simply by giving them a reminder that there are people less fortunate than yourself. There are people in need. Here in the state of Florida, we have people that were not in need, and a storm has put them in a situation where they could use a little helping hand and use a little human kindness. These are things that you can not only drive your sphere and your influence towards, but you can make a huge impact for these folks simply by the people that you know and how you can help push people and utilize the holiday goodwill. Pro tip: if you want to help a specific group, homeless veterans, elderly, the VA, assisted living, military families for deployed members, you can contact any of those organizations in your area to learn about their specific needs and jump on the bandwagon and help them any way that you can. Which brings me to community service. It's great for you to be able to do these kind of things all year, but I understand where people are challenged, myself included, to be able to give 12 months out of the year, whether it is time or whether it is energy or whether it is great ideas or financially. This is the opportunity for you this time of year to be grateful what you have in the theme of Thanksgiving. Helping people that are less fortunate than yourself should remind you of that. Invite the people that you influence to help you, your team, your brokerage, the people that you have had as clients, new home buyers that have just moved into the area. This is a great opportunity for them to meet others in the community too, and to be able to give back. To be able to serve Thanksgiving meals to people that need the opportunity is a fantastic thing. There are many, many shelters in all of our major cities, churches, other locations that'll be providing a holiday meal, and to be able to give a little compassion to those in needs is an amazing opportunity for you. Take advantage. Again, you don't need to start up any conversations. Wear your name badge so they know who you are and what brokerage you work for, so that they know how to reach out to you, even if it's just to give thanks later on. Hopefully, they're in a better situation later. And best case scenario for you, makes you feel amazing for being able to do something for others. A lot of fun runs this time of the year in Florida. That means that our temperatures might drop below the 90s. So it's a good opportunity for you to be able to get out and enjoy um, colored license plates, because that's really the only thing that changes colors in the state of Florida this time of the year, are all of the license plates for all of the northerners that are coming here to keep into the warmer weathers. But there is, I know for one, downtown Tampa has a holiday Thanksgiving fun run. For you to be able to advertise this for the local events in town, encourage clients to go burn some of those calories so they can eat like a horse on the holiday food events that you're sponsoring. A 5K run or a 5K walk is a great opportunity to do that. A lot of neighborhoods hold turkey trots and similar events on Thanksgiving morning. The process usually always goes to one of the local nonprofits, which is great. If you can build a team of real estate agents or real estate clients to come tackle that Thanksgiving jog together, you're going to have a great time. It's going to give you an opportunity to maybe do some co-branding on some t-shirts, remind everybody of why you're there, but at minimum, go out there, participate, and have a good time. There are some of the schools are also doing mini fun runs for the kids during the school week. If you get a chance to be one of the sponsors for that, I know they would thoroughly appreciate it too. Even if it's just one of the sweat towels afterwards for people to wipe off with. Again, still in the high 80s here in Florida, so we could use all the help we could get. Speaking of the local schools, there are a lot of big football games going on in your local school communities. The local turkey bowls, as you would call them, are very popular, big on the community scene, and it makes sure that people know who you are. And as a local sponsor and as a local business owner, it's a great opportunity for you to give a little bit to them and be able to participate in one of their very popular sporting events. These games, if they're in your area, you don't necessarily have to contribute much, but they will ask for you to pay to market at their event. They'll hang your banners or hang a poster for you. So occasionally leave some leave behinds if they are doing booths with some food options. If you get a chance to be a sponsor for one of your local schools, I absolutely suggest it. It is fantastic for what you can do to participate for better activities for the students, better activities for the teachers, and be able to give a little bit more than just a PTA, which is typically handled perfectly well by the parents of the students that are there. You, as a local business, can go in and hand out promotional items like drink koozies or even the plastic drink cups so that people can understand and have some refreshment and still be able to get in contact with you after the event. If you're in an older community or a more crafty community, I should say, crafty with air bunnies, for those of you that understand that one, you could plan a holiday craft workshop. There are a lot of local wreath giveaways and ornament giveaways that are happening in communities these days. While I'm a pretty decent musician, I've got zero talent when it comes to crafting. So glue and glitter is simply not my thing. But if you can teach a workshop or give an opportunity for people to, on your postcard, see how they can make a holiday trinket for themselves, it could be some good fun, some nice inspiration. And I know there are several of the local crafting stores that host these events that could use a holiday sponsor, and you can drive some additional business to them as well. Broadcast that workshop across the multiple marketing channels that you've got attached to your real estate. It'll give you a chance to maybe host for supplies or even bring the holiday idea that they're going to be able to use. There are some best practices for holiday marketing that we need to review as well. It is great to have fun, but you need to understand that these are holiday marketing ideas. For you to optimize lead generation and those kind of things, make sure you're following a few of these best practices so you understand how to do this correctly. Have the interested people for your event pre-register. That way you can sufficiently prepare, or you can make sure to let the local vendor know who you've been soliciting for, how many people that you expect to join because of your participation in the advertising scope. Mention that space is limited when you're talking about that. You don't want to overflow a local vendor, but at least we want to be able to give them a sense of urgency to make sure that they give you some type of RSVP. Add their contact information to your CRM database so you can include them in communications for the future. Um, Always take pictures at these things. Record videos of your gatherings, share these things on social media. This isn't about look at what a better human being I am. This is free advertising, and that's what it's designed for. It is so that people can see that there's a human side to you this time of the year. You're not 24/7 real estate. Real estate's what you do. It's how you feed your families. It's how you do better things for yourself and hit your financial goals. So they need to know who you are. But it's important for them just to understand that there's a human side to you, something besides all of this work and advertising that you do. Which brings me to authenticity. Make sure to be authentic about your intent behind these ideas. Prioritize the fun, promote the holiday spirit over being salesy. These events take care of themselves. Short statements at the very front about thanking people for their business and their referrals, perhaps even sharing your goals for the upcoming year is great, but that's about it. Make it about the event and nothing more, and thank people and appreciate them for their holiday spirit. Lastly, always want to make sure to follow up with your thank yous. Provide promised information if anyone has asked for anything. Thank people for their attendance. Thank people for contributions and participation, or for even offering to help. And ensure that you've got the contact information from them that you need to just be a better agent. Got some interesting questions in the live chat this morning that I want to address. And for those of you that are with me on the live, thank you so much. I appreciate you every single week. Helps get me up on Saturday mornings and make sure that I'm here for you, prepared and ready to go. First question: what is the slowest month of the year for real estate? Okay. So real estate is cyclical. Let's make sure that we understand that. There are some slow months, regardless of which state you're at. Probably less in Florida because we have a limited amount of inventory most of the time. This is This is uncommon in our area because of how much building that we have. It's kind of surprising to see that we have an inventory challenge, but that just makes the dips even harder. So the real estate market in Florida really starts slowing down in November and December, but probably hits its slowest point in January. With the holidays there, many people desiring to move in the cold months helps us. So they will typically be shopping in Florida, but it took that winter blast to remind them that they wanted to move, if you understand what I'm saying. We probably do more relocation to Florida than we do inter Florida moves. So it's important for you to know, and this is for you realtors out there too. If you're doing your advertising, don't stick to just your local neighborhoods. You need to do some state to state advertising too, so that people understand you're the go to marketer for Florida if you're moving from New York, from California or Nevada, or one of those states where they're seeing a lot of population loss. However, real estate agents should also use those slow months here to get those new listings. There's always going to be less housing competition when you can get the sellers a better price. So make absolutely sure you understand how it works. Next question. What should a realtor write on a Thanksgiving card? Okay. Gave you a couple ideas when we were talking earlier, so you may have missed them, but Thanksgiving is all about showing gratitude, appreciation. Realtors should send out thank you cards expressing their appreciation for their clients, for their friends, and for their families. Consider your real estate words carefully. Make it personal, make it short, and a handwritten note goes a long way. You certainly want to make sure that they have some opportunity to get your information on, say, a QR code or hit my website to talk to me directly. But ultimately, it's about a great message without it being lengthy, because more often than not, they're not going to keep the card forever. So just make it something that's memorable without making something that people would take offense to. And then, best thank you message for a real estate client. Okay. For me, I'm an action guy. So action typically speaks much louder than words for me. So the best thank you message that I believe you would want to do is one that can be delivered in person or on the phone. Recall the last time that someone thanked you face to face, and you may have to think for a little bit. We are not in a thank you society like I would say we were in 5 or even 10 years ago, if I really think about it. By you adding that additional touch point, that additional thank you, that additional call someone in your family and just tell them that you love them. Believe me, by adding that personal touch, it's going to bring a pop by gift a whole lot less value than just that one little message, and that little face to face gratitude might be all that it needs. And from a client's perspective, might be all they need to remember. Hey, I'm not a big gift giver, but at very minimum, I wanted to make sure to call you and tell you thank you. I appreciate you very much and couldn't do my business without you. Thanks everybody for joining today. Look, there are 100 plus holiday ideas that are out there that you can use right now to start marketing your business. And I do mean start right now. You've made enough excuses throughout the year not to do the work. Now you've got an excuse to do it thanks to the holidays. You've got messaging that is pre built thanks to the holidays. You've even got all of the marketing from the Coca-Cola Santa Claus all the way to the Happy Hanukkah and the Kwanzaa decorations that are already out. You don't have to do any of the work. Stop by any of your grocery stores to take a picture of their Christmas tree and use that picture in your post. You can tap into any of this free marketing as long as you throw in a little sprinkle of generosity and festive nature for the season so that you can connect with people better. This is a business building relationship, and you can't do it without growing some of the relationships that you've just been sending a hot message to over the year. If you've got a unique, fun holiday marketing tactic that has worked for you that you've tried in the past or that you're planning to do this year and you're not afraid to share it, it's a big market. Believe me, nobody's going to steal your idea and steal it in your neighborhood, and then you're going to be competing with them for sharing. I personally would love to hear about them, so add it in the comment section below. If you've got an opportunity to share with others, please do. And for all of you that take a break for the next couple of months, thank you. I will be going after your business right after this call, but I also want to wish you happy holidays and do something nice for someone besides just your client sphere. Have a great day, everybody, and thank you. Recording stop.